आरम्भं कुर्मः।
भवतु।
आरम्भं कुर्मः।
भवतु भवतु। Boom. Yesterday we were discussing about one of the Veda mantras. Na kilbishamatra nadharo asti na yanmitraihi samamamana yeti patram nihitam na etat paktaram pakvaha punaravishati. That was the mantra we were discussing. So we had discussed about the first part of it. Na kilbishamatra, no flaws, no drawbacks, is perfect to the core. Nadharosi, because of the first one, we don't have any precedence. By Enmitraihi Samamamanayeti, just because we are surrounded by our kith and kin, our well-wishers, Allah will never stop. Will never stop acting upon us. To death. It will happen in spite of we being surrounded by any number of people. After that we have seen. Next. Anunam patram nihitam na. Anunam patram nihitam na. Etat paktaram pakvaha punaravishati. Patram. It's very clear. Patra is a vessel. A little explanation. Why Patra is called as a Patra? Patanat trayata iti patram. That's the explanation. Gatav, that is to fall down. Train palane, to save and protect. Both put together, patanat trayata iti patram. If you pour something into it, it protects it and saves it and doesn't allow it to fall or flow. Therefore, it's called as a patra. The same meaning is applied for people also. Patra, apatra. The deserving and the undeserving. The meaning there also is the same. A person in whom the humanitarian values are protected, which that person will not allow it to flow out or compromise. Person is called as a patra. That is one who deserves. Apatra is one in whom human values are not protected. They flow out. He doesn't stick onto it, and he cannot protect it, and he compromises on human values. So such a person is called as an apatra, undeserving. So whenever we have to give something, do something, yes, better we do things with a patra and not with an apatra. Okay, here patra is physical. It's not related to a person. It's physical, a patra, but even that physical patra, they are speaking in a figurative way. A patra is anuna. Nuna is having some breakage, having some hole in it. So if something is poured into that patra, it will flow out, it will not be in the patra. That is, a patra is not perfect. Though it is for that purpose, it is not able to do its function perfectly well. Baglo. Indo, Baglo. Indo, Baglo. Indo. Sorry for the disturbance.
Anuna, you are saying.
I'll repeat. I'll go back. Anunam Patram. It is a vessel which has no Nyunata. Nyunata is some shortcoming because of which what is stored in it flow out or will evaporate or will get pilferated. No, it's not such a vessel. Anunam Patram. It's a perfect vessel without any damages, without any cracks, without any holes. Anunam Patram. Now such a patra is Naha Nihitam. It is placed in every one of us. Every one of us, within us, there is a patra, which is flawless, which is perfect, and holds everything that goes into it. And not even a small particle will escape from that vessel. Everything is stored in that. Anunam Patram Naha Nihitam. What happens next? Every thought, every word of ours, and every action of ours gets into that vessel. They're all the inputs. And whatever goes into the vessel, it's all cooked. And finally, we get the broth. We cook it and finally get the broth. Nothing is missing. Every thought of ours goes into it for preparation of that broth or the porridge, whatever you call it. Every word what we utter goes into it. Every action what we do gets into that. And it gets cooked there. So that cooking is called as vipaka. Vipaka. Paka is there. Dupachash pake. That's the root. Dupachash pake. So porridge is prepared in that. Nothing is left. Nothing is left. Everything is considered. Everything is taken care of. Everything is taken count of. And the porridge is prepared. Then we call it as vipaka. That is what is cooked. And in the spiritual meaning, vipaka means the result of our thoughts, words, and actions. Vipaka. Karma phala vipaka, to be precise. Whatever we think, talk, and do, it's all karma, and that karma results in vipaka. The result of it. That vipaka gets ready in that vessel, which is perfect. Nothing is lost in that. No thought, no word, no action of ours misses getting into that vessel. Everything goes into it. And now the porridge is ready. What next? Etat pakwaha. Pakwaha is the food, the porridge that is prepared, the broth that is prepared. Etat paktaha. Paktaram, the one who has cooked. Paktara is one who has cooked. And it goes in search of it. Etat paktaram pakvaha punaravishati. Isha praveshane is a root. It enters him. It goes in search of that person. And finally sees that the person eats the porridge. It's a must. One has to eat whatever he has cooked. It's a must. We cannot escape it. If not today, tomorrow. If not tomorrow, day after tomorrow. Whatever we have cooked, we are supposed to eat it. We cannot escape. We cannot run away from it. Even if we run away from it, it follows us and finally sees to it that we eat it. That is, whatever karma phala is there, that we have to endure. We cannot escape. If not in this life, in the coming life. Whatever karma we do, which results in karma phala vipaka, we have to compulsorily, mandatorily endure it and take it. We have to eat it. We cannot escape from it. Puranic people say, okay, you take a no and say, oh God, if this problem is cleared, if this vipaka is cleared, I will come to your place on a pilgrimage. And after coming there, I will tonsure my head. I will pay so much money for you. I'll just do this, I'll do that. Everything I will do. Please spare me from my karma phala vipaka. And Purana says, okay, you can do it. You do all those things, you'll be spared from your karma phala vipaka. That is totally unscientific and totally anti-Vedic. Vedas say never. No concession. No concession. Whatever you have done, whatever you have cooked, you have to eat it. It's very strict. And there is no compromise. There is no negotiation about it. You cannot negotiate with God and say, okay, I will make one Brahmotsava for you, and I'll make Srinivasa Kalyana for you, or Girija Kalyana for you. I have to perform all this for you. You help me out. Karma phala vipaka. It's a business. It never happens. Vedas say never. No, it won't do. It won't work out. In fact, if you do such negotiations, you'll be committing a blunder further. Already you have done something wrong. And you have to endure it, you have to suffer it, you have to take that punishment. Now, to that, you are adding a little more mistake. Don't do it, don't do it. Please remember that whatever you do, the result of it, one has to bear, one has to endure, one has to get punished. Punishment if it is bad. Thoughts, if you have got good words and if you have good action, yes, it's totally different. It's not a punishment, it's a reward. You will be rewarded suitably. Yeah, that reward also follows you, punishment also follows you. One more very important thing here is you cannot net between rewards and punishments. So, for example, I have done something for which I deserve 10 rewards. And I have done something where I deserve 5 punishment. As an accountant, I cannot say, you see, I got 10 rewards, 5 punishments. 10 minus 5, you remove it. And balance 5 rewards, you give me only 5 rewards, no punishment. Now the law here, it says, no, 10 rewards are different, 5 punishments are different. For 5 punishments, whatever you have to get, the punishment, you take it. Rewards will give you full 10. You cannot net it. It's not a question of balancing things. No, it's not accountancy here. It is strict cosmic law, cosmic rules. No netting. Rewards are different, punishments are different. Both are different accounts, but the name of the account holder is you, and you take both separately. Etat, that is the porridge, the broth that is prepared, will punaravishati, will go in search of whom? The pattaram one has cooked. Now see how serious is the thing is. Even a small bad thought of mine will get into the porridge and will spoil the taste of it. Even a small bad word I utter will get into the pot. The whole food, the recipe is gone. Say when a small bad action of mine will spoil the broth. So careful I have to be while putting the contents into the pot, into the vessel, patram. All ingredients, what I am putting into that recipe has to be fine, excellent, proportionate. Result, that is the food what is prepared in it, will be excellent and becomes enjoyable. Because we are the cook, we prepare it. So be careful while preparing it. Here, put all good ingredients in the right proportion and enjoy the porridge what you get at the end. Wonderful. Don't lose your alertness. Don't become callous. Don't become inhuman. It is for your welfare, this guidance is given. Ultimately, the bad porridge, the tasteless or the harmful porridge, you only have to eat it. Nobody else will eat your porridge. There is no question of exchange. At the same time, you cannot run away from it. It follows. And you will see that you eat it. Finally, wherever you are, whenever you are, however you are, you have to eat the karma phala vipaka of all your karmas. Karma phala siddhanta, the philosophy of karma. It is very clear in the Vedas and is very strong and powerful. So, when this law is understood by us, what will we do? We'll be very careful while preparing the food. We always put good ingredients into this pot in the form of our good thoughts, in the form of good words. And once we are sure that the inputs what we have put into the pot, into the vessel, is all good, can there be a reason for our anxiety as to how the food will be tomorrow when I have to eat? No. I put all good ingredients in the right proportion. Naturally, the food what I have prepared, the porridge or the broth has to be wonderful. I'll enjoy it. No anxiety, no fear, no tension as to the result of my cooking, the result of my recipe. It's very comfortable, very happy. So they are not afraid of eating that porridge. And the time when they are going to eat it is when death comes. Sometimes we get the punishments or the rewards in the same life, and whatever is left out, all that we are going to experience it, we are going to enjoy it in the next life. And I'm never worried because I prepared very well with all good ingredients. Only those who are careless while preparing this food, yes, they are anxious. What happens next? I don't know. They are in doubt. And it is they who fear death, because after death, they have to take the punishment or the reward, whatever it is. And most of the time, what they get is a punishment, not a reward. Those who have prepared the porridge in such a way that it is rewarding, they never fear death. They say, okay, I've done good things, I'll get the good result. Why I should worry? And one thing is certain, this cosmic law is perfect. Nakil Bishamatra is perfect because it is established by that Satchidananda, who is a just force, just, lawful. It never accepts bribes as we human beings do. It never compromises on its law. It's the same for all, at all places, at all times. It is strict, hard. No concession whatsoever, no compromise. When such is the case, I'm sure of my returns, I'm sure of the food what I have prepared. Because all the ingredient what has gone in, it's all fine, it's all good. So porridge has to be tasty, enjoyable. Why worry? Even before death also I'm not worried, even after death also I'm not worried. This is the condition of a person who has understood what is death, who has understood about this cosmic law, and who engages himself while alive in good thoughts, good words, good actions. That person can never be anxious. He's not at all worried. He's not afraid of what happens in future. He says, my future is guaranteed. I have ensured because of my present thoughts, actions, and words. So, a person who has understood this cosmic law will take care of things while cooking and doesn't worry about the result. The karma phala vipaka, the person is not worried about. So, indirectly, the person is not worried about the future, is not worried about the death also. It says, it's imminent, it will happen, or let it happen, I'm not worried. And at the point of death, all my accounts will be settled. I'm not at all bothered because I've maintained a very good account and all the inputs in that recipe is all fine. Why should I worry? So this is this understanding of this cosmic law and taking care of the inputs what goes in makes a person stronger and makes a person less fearful, less anxious, or no anxiety or no fear about death. Now this is a process of mrityoho padvisham avamunchamanaha. Break the shackles of death with knowledge, with understanding, and with right thoughts, words, and actions. They'll take care of themselves. You need not worry. So in this process is adopted, the person will be capable of breaking down the shackles of the fear of death. Mrityoho padvisham avamunchamanaha. Once again, with all this background, there are many more mantras. You see it leisurely, but as to complete that mantra, wherein we have got Mrityoho padvisham avamunchamanaha, we shall go for the last mantra about death. Now it says, Namostute, Namostute, Nirrute, Namostute, Nirrute, Tigmatejaha, Namostute, Nirrute, Nirrute. Here, R is Swara, Nir, and then we got R again, Nirrute. Ru is the Swara, and we got another Swara for it, Nirrute. Namostute, Nirrute, Tigmatejaha, Namostute, Nirrute, Tigmatejaha, Ayasmayan, Ayasmayan, Vichruta, Ayasmayan, Vichruta, Bandha Pashan, Ayasmayan, Vichruta, Bandha Pashan. One vertical line. Yamo Mahyam, Yamo Mahyam, Punaritva Dadati. Yamo Mahyam, Punaritva Dadati. Yamo Mahyam, Punaritva Dadati. Tasmai Yamaya, Tasmai Yamaya, Namostu Mrutyave. Tasmai Yamaya, Namostu Mrutyave. Two vertical lines, the mantra is over. This is Atharva 6.63.2. 6.63.2. Sixth Kanda and 63rd Sukta, second mantra, 6.63.2. Namostute Nirrute Tigmatejaha, Ayasmayan Vichruta Bandhapashan, Yamo Mahyam Punaritva Dadati, Tasmai Yamaya Namostu Mrutyave. Now this is a mantra a person chants when he is facing death. Death has come, is coming, death is coming. And this person is capable of foreseeing the onset of death. Is it possible? Yes. It depends upon the way of life we have led. Mahapura Jaraso Mruthaha, remember that. Until this Sharira Indriya Manas really becomes worn out, don't leave it. As you continue to do good deeds with the Sharira Indriya Manas, again and again throughout the life, yes, we will be able to apprise the condition of the Sharira Indriya Manas, how well it is responding how well it is capable of doing things at the level of thought, at the level of words, and at the level of the body. Sharira, Indriya, Manas, Mano, Vak, Kaya. How it is working. Yes, we will be able to observe it. Because every moment we are concentrating on this and trying to do something good. Because, whatever I cook, yes, I myself have to eat. So I'm very careful. I'm observing it every moment. I'm observing what its condition is now, the next moment. Yes, a person who leads a life in that way will know that, yes, the capacity of this instrument, Sharira, Indriya, Manas, it's going down and down and down. And yes, it is nearing its end. That person can foresee. Provided he is alert, provided he is looking at it every moment and making the best use of this instrument, Sharira, Indriya, Manas. This is possible for the person to look at death face to face. Now, when he is looking at death face to face, he automatically chants this mantra. Namostute nirute tigmate jaha ayasmayan vichirta bandha pashan yamo mahyam punaritva dadati tasmai yamaya namostu mrityave. He says so, and he says, salutations to you, O death. Yes, I succumb to you. Yes, he dies. He is never afraid of death. He says, yes, the whole instrument is worn out. I cannot use it further. I know it. So the death has come. I'm looking at your face, O death. Salutations to you. Yes, I succumb to you. Take me out. With that boldness, with that valor, with this brave heart, the person embraces death. At the last moment, when the whole Sharira, Indriya, Manas has worn out completely, 100%, which cannot be further used. Until that moment, the person has used it very perfectly. No abuse, no misuse. Has used it the best way. Has prepared the porridge in such a best way. He's not afraid. He's not afraid. He says, oh, that salutations to you. Hello. Come on, let us go. He is sportive while living. He is sportive at death too. He's never afraid. Now, this is the essence of this mantra. We'll see in detail. One word I will explain. Here, the word yama is used. Yamo mahyam punaritva dadati. Tasmai yamaya. That yama is used twice. What is this yama? Very unfortunate thing, because we are all influenced with this Pauranic yama. Very horrible thing. So Pauranic yama, they say he is a black, obese person sitting on a buffalo with mace and pasha to take the lives of people, and he is in Yamaloka. So many such imaginations are there in that. No. There is no such imagination, there is no scope for such cock and bull stories and fictitious things in Vedas. I confirm it again and again. Now, what does yama mean? You know that the procedure to understand any Vedic word, we go to the root, we get the right meaning. Yama niyamane, that's the root. Yama niyamane. The one who establishes unsurpassable rules. The rules established by this power is unsurpassable. We cannot cross it. We are bound by it. Such rules, you can call it cosmic rules, doesn't matter. Physical rules, whatever rules, law you speak of, at Adi Bhautika level, Adi Devika level, or Adhyatmika level. The rules set by this power, that is Sachidananda, they are all unsurpassable. We cannot cross over it. We are bound by it. The power which has established such rules which cannot be surpassed, that power is called as Yama. That is Satchidananda, another name for the same Satchidananda. There is no another entity traveling on a buffalo. No, we don't have such a thing. The same power Satchidananda is called as Yama because the rules established by that power can never be transgressed. We cannot transcend it. We are bound by it. We are within that framework. Never we can cross over that framework. No Satchiti has the capacity to overcome it. We are all subject to the rules established with Satchidananda. Such rules are established, and such power which is established, that is called as Yama. The one which makes the rules made by it mandatory. It's all mandatory. We are bound by it. That is Yama. For the same Satchidananda. Satchidananda is one. And this Satchidananda, we are calling it by different names. You call it Vishnu, it's the same. You call it Brahma, it's the same. If you call it as Shiva, same. Rudra, same. You call it as Ganapati, it's the same. You call it as Lakshmi, it's the same. You call it by any name, it all refers to one single entity, God, Satchidananda. Varuna, it's the same. Agni, it's the same. We have discussed earlier. You call it as, now in this case, Yama, it is the same. Whenever we refer to it as Yama, it means the Satchidananda itself. And here we are looking at one angle of it, one quality of it. What is that quality? It has established rules and regulations which cannot be broken by anybody else. They are bound by it. They cannot surpass it. It's enforced on us. It becomes mandatory on us. The one which has established such rules is called as Yama. And one such rule established by that Yama is the rule related to Mrityu, the rule related to death. Mrityu Devata is not separately. It's a rule. It's not a person. It's not a entity as they speak of in Puranas. No. It is an event. Mrityu is an event. Mrityu is one rule established by Yama. An event will happen. What is that event? Separation of the Sharira, Indriya, Manas and the soul. The union of it is birth. The disunion of it is called as death. That's all. It's a very, very simple process. The Sharira, Indriya, Manas is endowed with a tool in the form of Sharira, Indriya, Manas. It gets it. It develops and makes use of it. That is birth and life. And after using it for several years, that tool becomes worn out. It cannot use it further. It throws it out and gets out. That's death. Nothing is lost, nothing is gained. It's just getting an instrument and throwing out a worn out instrument. It's as simple as that. And that event is called as Mrityu. And that Mrityu is considered as a celebration here in this mantra because I am going to get a new, fresh Sharira, Indriya, Manas, a new tool to continue my endeavor. I'm getting a new one. This is a worn one, worn out. I can't use it further. It's useless. How to continue my sadhana? How to increase my strength of the soul? How to increase the strength of the purity of my soul? I need a tool. Now this tool is old, dilapidated, useless. Throw it. Get a fresh one, get a new one. It is a cause for celebration. Death is a cause for celebration because we are going to get a fresh Sharira, Indriya, Manas. Something old is gone. Jirnani vasamsi yatha vihaya. Vasamsi is cloth, what we wear. Jirnani. Once it is torn out, what is the use in wearing it? Throw it out, get a fresh one, a new one. By throwing a bad, dirty, torn out cloth and changing it to a fresh, new dress, is it not a cause for celebration? It is, it is. So death is a cause for celebration, and this rule or this setup is made by that Yama. So thank you, Yama. Thank you, Mrityu. The event has come, and something good is going to happen. How do you know it's going to happen? And it's only good. Because throughout my life, I have led a good life. I know. Etat paktaram pakvaha punaravishati. I have done good things. I have prepared a very good food. All the ingredients, what I put is all fine, in proportion. Actually, the food what I have prepared has to be fine. I will eat it comfortably. I am not afraid of it. I have no anxiety. Because with care, with love, with alertness, I have put the ingredients. You see, compare the mantras, what we have discussed. They are all in coordination. They are all in coherence. They are all converging in nature. I prepared a good food. Why you should be worried? I will eat the porridge. It will be fine. It will be excellent. I'm a good cook. I'm a good cook. I'm alert. I'm careful. So, now it's a time for me to eat it. See? I have worked hard for 80 years, 100 years to prepare this food. I have not tasted it yet. Now is the time for me to taste it. I will eat it. I will enjoy it. Yes, it's a cause for celebration. And it will happen, I will be allowed to eat it only when that mrityu happens. Only when that mrityu comes, only that event happens. Now is the time for me to eat it. I worked hard to prepare it. Now is the time to relax, sit down, eat it, and enjoy it. It's a cause for celebration. It's a cause for celebration. It's not a cause for fear. It's not a cause for anxiety. It becomes a cause for anxiety and other things for those who are bad cooks. They put something without knowing what they are putting in. The proportion they don't know. The ingredients they don't know. The recipe they don't know. Already the broth or the porridge what they have prepared is stinking. Now they are forced to eat. Yes, naturally they will be anxious, they will be fearful, and they want to run away from that eating. But it never allows you to run away. Even if you run away, it follows you, chases you, and finally sees that you eat it. But a person who is a good cook enjoys it. And he says, the time has come to enjoy it. Thank you. It's a cause for celebration. So this is the essence of the two words, mainly that is Yama and Mrityu. And the other details of this mantra we'll see in the next session. Thank you all. Namostute nirrute tigmatejaha ayasmayan vichrata bandhapashan yamomahyam punavitva dadati namostu tasmai yamaya namostu mrutyave. That's the Atharva mantra. Okay. Thank you.
Sharmaji. Sharmaji.
Yes, please. Tell me.
Okay. The difference between pakvaha and paktaram?
Pakvaha is the food what is cooked. Paktara is the one who has cooked. Paktara is the cook. Pakvam is cooked. What is cooked? Both are proper nouns only. Both are nouns only. One is what is cooked, another one is one who has cooked. Paktaram. What is cooked is pakvaha. Etat pakvam paktaraha punaravishati. The one what is cooked will go in search of the one who has cooked it.
One who...
The cook and the cooked. Clear?
Oh, astu, astu. Avagat. Dhanyavad.
That nirrute, I want to spell it again. Nirrute, ni, ru is Vyanjana. To it, I get the swara ru. Nirru.
Oh, okay.
Nir,
Okay.
nir, ni and r, that is Vyanjana. That's the consonant, half consonant. To it, add the vowel r. Nirrute. Am I clear? Nirrute.
Yes. Yes, Sharma. Nirrute.
Ni r half consonant. To it the swara is r. Nirrute. Ruta. That ruta is that r is there. Before that I say nirrita.
Okay.
Okay. All that we'll discuss in the next session. Probably I think day after tomorrow. Tomorrow it may not be possible because one yoga class is there. For them also I talk about this Yoga Darshana of Patanjali. So last week it had to be there, but they cancelled it last week for some reason. So tomorrow we may go for it. So tomorrow it will be off. And here for me, it will be Monday and for you Sunday night. So we'll have the class. We'll continue this mantra and complete. Then go back to our original mantra, Mrityoho Padvishma Avamunchamana, and continue there.
Okay.
So please ponder over these different mantras about death. And if you go deep into it, understand it, yes, as I was telling, we'll become more bold and our fear about death has to come down. Think about it. And okay, thank you for the day.
Thank you, Sharma.
Thank you, namaste.